This is ancient deity Kronos from Greek and mythology, and the god that they all have always worshipped and have had the people worship is the same entity as we've discussed. Now the question is why? Why so much emphasis on the illuminated? Why do they call themselves the illuminated? Why always this sun rays in the background? No matter what era, what deity they say it is, it's always this master or god of time who brings illumination, who brings knowledge. Here we can see Anu being depicted with a sun of sorts above his head. Why? This is different time, different era, and different location, but yet the sun, the illumination. We know in Roman times, Saturn, but it's always been the same entity. Do not get it twisted. But why? We can see here a flame, or a flower blossoming, bringing forth, and we can see here bringing forth life and information, knowledge. We can see the twisting of the snakes, DNA knowledge, the knowledge of the DNA blossoming forth. We see the sun rays here, Lucifer. Why? Now let's see. This is an interesting picture I wanted to just share, and I wanted to show but why do we have the black and white tiles in all of these rituals, lodges where they conduct their rituals? What the all-seeing eye with the sun rays? Well, it's because the Lucifer is part of God. He is God. That's the belief. That is their the way they worship. So you've got the white squares there, right? And that is good, the good God, right? Then we have the dark black squares, which is the bad God. You cannot have one without the other. They're both God. They're both together. They're both, you can't have the good without the bad. It is all part of the whole God. I hope that makes sense. So that's why they have become worshippers of Lucifer, because he, Lucifer, is bringing them the light, which is the illuminated knowledge. And they need to worship and do the opposite of the good and worship the bad, worship the evil, because they cannot become illuminated without going through the dark. One cannot become clean if they did not come from being dirty. So that is their reasoning. They want to get to the to ascension, but going through the dark. Hope that makes sense. And now, why the 33 levels? Because we have 33 vertebrae in the human body. So the ascension is through darkness into the light, good and bad, being dirty, living dirty, and then becoming clean. I know it sounds crazy, but we've got to just figure out what is in their heads and attaining the ascension through the 33 vertebrae. That is your chakras. So one would raise their frequency and come up and become illuminated. You can see here. So I know how crazy it sounds, but just trying to understand the mindset. The mindset of evil is difficult to understand. Obviously, this is sick and demented, but understanding what's going on, why they do what they do, and why the agenda, why even go this route. So we'll continue diving into these subjects, and I must say, so the algorithm doesn't take this video down, this is for entertainment purposes, but I take this information very serious, and if you do your own research, you'll see that there's truth to what we're talking about here. Much love to everybody.